Is a ridiculous, absolutely amazing circus art show for you. But before we kind of launch into it, it's going to be a little overwhelming. We want to give you a little taste as to each of the things that we're going to be doing. So first up, that's right, I should probably tell you who we are. I'm Michael, you can call me Mooch. This is Jeremy, Vicky, and Tim. So here are some of the skills that we're going to do for you right now. We're going to do some balancing. We're also going to do some juggling. Beyond that, we're going to show you our feats of coordination. And we are going to need something from you. We need some audience participation. All right, well, that's a nice little smattering of what we're going to be showing you. But we're going to launch right in now and kind of give you the full-on juggling craziness right here. Ricky is going to show you some absolutely amazing ball juggling skills. So with that in mind, shall we begin the music?
juggling a whole lot of things. Now, I think we could make that more exciting by making it a whole lot of people juggling a whole lot of things. Right? That works, right? That's how science is. Right. First off, longer things, slightly less round, slightly more dangerous, significantly harder. Here we go. Music, please.
A little more volume.
Ooh.
We can hear you just fine.
Voice on. All right. That's juggling. Lots of people, lots of objects. Fantastic. But I'm going to move away from the juggling for a little while to show you a new and different toy. This little device has a lot of names. Some people call it a diabolo, some people call it a diabolo, some people call it a Chinese yo-yo. I tend personally to call it incredibly frustrating. But the interesting thing about this toy is that I learned it from a tall and sinister Eastern European gentleman with one of those snaky whiplash mustaches and an accent that sounds like it comes straight out of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. You make it spin like this, sort of thing. The funny thing is, he made me promise before I finished my bizarre, uncomfortable circus apprenticeship that if I ever did the act with this toy, I would do it exactly like he did it, with no changes whatsoever. He swore to me that if I changed his act even in the slightest, he would come and haunt me from beyond the grave, which is an odd threat. As far as I know, he's still alive. But anyway, for some reason, I still try to live up to the wishes of this sinister, almost cartoon-like man. So, in order to do the Diabolo act exactly as he would have done it, I'm going to need two things. I'm going to need a sinister, cartoonist, villain mustache. Aren't I attractive? And then, I'm going to need a geographically untraceable and entirely unpleasant accent. So, here you have it. The Diabolo act as presented by my mad, villainous, and entirely fictional mentor. Right! We've seen quite enough of the juggling, quite enough of the throwing and the catching, mostly catching, of the objects. It's time for some decent and proper, totally scientific, legitimate hypnosis. I learned the art of hypnosis in an ether binge down the hallucinogenic bosom of the Nile. The nine-faced buffalo tiger goddess spoke to me and said, "Have some frosted flakes." I have no idea what that meant. But when I awakened on my raft on the tiny river, the large river, I had discovered that I had been granted the powers of hypnosis. Yes. So, for a hypnosis act, you're going to need volunteers. You, sir, you look like you might have sufficiently weak mind for my sinister art. What is your name?
I can't remember.
It's working already. Right now. Watch the spinning hypnodisc. Let your eyes sink into its mesmerizing depths. Let your ego bounce around up and down a bit like an enthusiastic jackrabbit. Hypnotize. Now stand up. Make your way up onto the stage with me, if you please. And go talk to my associate, Tim. He has a present for you, I promise. Now then, next volunteer, you, madam. Watch the spinning hypnodisc. What was your name again?
Stephanie.
Stephanie, lovely. I see the amnesia hasn't set in yet. We'll fix that. Watch the spinning hypnodisc as it goes around and 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 around. Now then, stand up and come and join us on the stage, and we'll see if you have any more of those lovely peacock feathers. Next up, you, sir. I can see you used to be an antelope in a previous life. Is it a compliment? Is it even coherent? Only the horrible spinning disc knows for sure. Right now, it will now defy gravity. Woo! Magical. Now, sir, if you would be so kind, stand up and make your way onto the stage. Next victim, perhaps somewhere in the back. Since fecal accent is beginning to take its toll. You, madam. Yes, I think so. Just watch as I entangle in the string of the yo-yo into an unspeakable knot, and with it your consciousness, I will now wiggle my fingers. Now then, come up and join our little sideshow on the stage, if you please. Thank you. Finally. Oh, you're shaking the glow stick so enthusiastically you've doomed yourself. Come up here, I don't want to do this in the aisle. I might hurt someone. This trick has about 60% success rate. It's called the flux capacitor trick. I call it that because I wish I could go back in time to practice it more. Ready? Here we are. Hit. Fluxing. Right. Now then. Now come up here, get yourself a peacock feather. Now that I have all of these poor innocent souls totally legitimately hypnotized, I'm going to do something different. How many of you have seen the movie Dumbo?
Disappointed!
That aside, in the movie Dumbo, we discovered that feathers have magical powers that can enable you to do strange and superhuman, or super pachydermine feats of flight, agility, and all sorts of things. Today, we are going to work on our balance. What I want you to do is gaze into the eye of the peacock feather, place it gently, oh so gently on your hand. Watch, watch, watch. And then, when you think you have sufficiently psychically prepared yourself, release it and move your hand to balance the peacock feather in the air above you. Go, my hypno victims, go! Oh, yeah. This is amazing. Have we got 5 out of 5? I mean, have we got 5 out of 5? Oh, it's miraculous. We've got a bit of trouble here. But just, the important thing is to keep your eye right on the top, and wherever it goes. Yes, these 5th graders have been playing with these. As these fall over, you move it. It's just like keeping your balance with your body. When your head starts moving, your feet need to catch up. Your head starts moving back. Your feet need to catch up. You can think of it as an enormous, one-eyed, 9,000-arm, hairy alien beastie.
Harry!
As it falls, you get it. You got it. Now on to level the next. Your face. This is a chin. This is a feather. They're going to become friends. You, sir, are a very brave man. Balancing it on your nose is, if something goes terribly, terribly wrong, which things often do, there's only 2 places where it can possibly go. This eye, or this eye. This concludes the feather safety announcement. Good work, good work. Dangerous, dangerous beastie. Alright, thank you. If I can collect the feathers. You might think we're done with you. We're not. Alright. I'm going now to turn you over into the much more merciful, hopefully, hands of my associate, Tim. Okay.
Little character switch. Great. So, you have now learned the art of balance. Now, you have also kind of started to learn the art of following instructions. This is very important for this particular act. So, you need to follow my instructions very, very carefully. Okay, everyone line up shoulder to shoulder. Check. Okay, everyone put your hands up into the air. Everyone spin around to your left. Keep spinning, keep spinning, keep spinning. This is my favorite part of the show. Keep spinning. Okay, stop. Great, you've learned that sometimes instructions are totally meaningless. Here's the real trick. You're gonna get down on your hands and knees. No, actually follow my instructions this time, please. Get down on your hands and knees. Hands here, line up shoulder to shoulder, squish together, we're all friends now. Because what I am going to attempt to do is to leap head first through the air over the entire line of you. Now, it's very, 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 very important that none of you move. Especially you. Now, there are an awful lot of you. There's, well, shoot. Hold this. Yeah. Release. Okay, so as I was saying, what Jeremy is about to attempt to do is leap head first through the air over the entire line of you. You'll be fine. Is leap head first over the entire line of you and tumble gracefully to the other side. As long as I'm not doing it. Great. Okay, this will totally work. Okay, I need everyone to count to 3 with me now. 1, 2, 3. Well done, that's very good. We couldn't get that as round. I don't know where you think you're going. That was the practice session. Come back here now. Thank you. Okay, for real now. Everyone, please, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I need you to get up. I need you to take a bow. I need you guys to clap. I need you guys to go back to your seats. Thank you so much for helping me. Now let's go on with the show. Maestro, the music, if you please. Oh, it's in the back of my head. Okay. So, what you just saw was one of our juggling acts. Now, you may have thought it was impressive, you may have thought it was pretty goddamn awesome, but some of you might actually also think that what we just did was dangerous. Now, dangerous is a bad word. Nothing we do here is dangerous. We would never endanger ourselves, much less you. Everything we do here is 100% absolutely safe. What is that? That's a knife! Oh, nice. Well, okay, forget my last statement.
Of course, what Ricky meant to say by 100% safe was 100% awesome. If you'll give us a moment. Oh boy.
This is how we shave.
Never mind. This is hopefully not how we shave. Right, so knife juggling. Obviously this is one of those things that you should never, ever, ever try at home. Which brings us to our next section. The juggling section is mostly over. This brings it to the incredibly stupid ideas section. The dangerous and dumb section, if you will. Knife juggling for this section is but the tip of the iceberg. Now, for the next thing, this is something that you may not have seen. This is one of those truly terrible ideas. You may notice that Mooch here has a bucket. In this bucket, there are hundreds and hundreds of shards of jagged, broken glass. You may also notice that Mooch is taking off his shoes. Now, what you're about to see is something that we in the circus call glass walking. If you've ever seen someone do this, they've probably explained to you that this is something that takes years and years of preparation to hone your mind and body to be able to do this kind of act. Most glass walkers will tell you that in order to do this act, before you even step onto the glass, the hard part is before it, that there are deep breathing exercises, meditational exercises that you need to do to get ready to numb your senses to both pressure and pain to be able to do this kind of act. These glass walkers will tell you that these meditative exercises are so intense that you cannot even talk while you are doing them. Now, the science behind it, according to these glass walkers, is that by regulating your breathing and by holding your breath, by lowering your blood pressure and lowering the oxygen in your blood, you can actually start to make not only your blood pressure go lower, but make your blood start to clot, which makes it less likely to come to the surface when punctured by something like that. But above all else, what these glass walkers will tell you is that an act like this requires absolute concentration and absolute silence. So, Mooch, just give the nod whenever you're ready, and hopefully this will go okay. But all of that is bullshit. There is no amount of breathing exercises and Tibetan meditational exercises that can make this any less dangerous than it is. What this is a real pile of broken glass. These are real bare feet, aside from a few bits of lint. There is no... This is not rock candy, this is not plastic. I broke these bottles myself, and it took a lot of drinking in college to get this much glass. These are real bare feet. There is no kind of padding, there is no special tape, they're just feet. This is an act of balls-out stupidity combined with a lot of conditioning and a lot of training. But there is absolutely no concentration Zen element to it. It's just a matter of focus. So, as I do it as well, as Mooch is illustrating, you can actually do other things while you're walking on broken glass. For example, juggling. Right? Oh. And dropping, you can do that too. There are other things, there's a lot of fun things you can do on broken glass. For example, spinning a plate. And making a plate stick longer. And making the plate stick even longer. And pretending your plate stick is in fact a peacock feather and putting it on your face like you do this. So, at this point, you've seen that our feet are quite tough and that our feet can in fact withstand a pile of broken glass. There are things you can do to toughen your feet. What I'm going to do as a finale for this glass walking part is I'm going to expose a much more tender and vulnerable part of my anatomy to the pile of broken glass. I'm talking about my face. Get your mind out of the gutter. So, this part actually is incredibly dangerous because when you break a bottle, you don't just get nice large pieces like this. You actually get little powder things too, a lot of it, that if you breathe it in, you're done. That's it. It's game over. It's like breathing in fiberglass. So, for this part, I actually will be holding my breath because if I don't, it could be bad. This is one of those things I don't tell my mother I do for a living. Right, so, Tim, take the mic, and on the count of, but that's a terrible idea. Ready?
All right, 1, 2, but that's a terrible idea! Now, just to prove that he is in fact putting a fair amount of pressure of his face onto the glass, we're gonna have Mooch help him out a little bit. Now, if that's not dangerous, I don't know what is.
Well, never hear it stereo again. Okay.
All right. So, clearly we have entered the complete and utter freak show portion of the show. And so, in true circus fashion, I just have to up the ante a little bit. So you've seen us put sharp and pointy things on our feet. And you've seen us put sharp and pointy things on our face. And I'm going to up it a little bit by putting sharp and pointy things in my face. So, there's two things that I've learned in the last couple of years. One of them is that the cavity that runs from your nose into the back of your brain, well, not back of your brain, front of your brain, I guess is more accurate, is about 3.5 inches long. And what I have here is a bag, and in this bag are a number of copper-plated nails. And these nails are totally real and are approximately, oh, I don't know, 3.5 inches long. At least that's what the hardware store told me. And so, you all clearly seem to know where this is going. I'm going to attempt, with dire and utter stupidity, to take this nail and stick it into my face. I gotta clear out a little bit here. Hang on. Good. Other side. All right, cool. I'm gonna lube it up a little bit. Hang on. Sterilization process. Most people don't actually believe that I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do, which is why I like to get up real close. All right, about halfway. Good, we got it. We're still going. Photo op. Oh, there's one more really important detail. Great. There's one more really important detail. If I sneeze, duck. Okay. Yep, we got more. Hang on. Oh, these guys can't see. Anyone else smell that? Actually, one of the weirder parts about this trick is that people often forget just how long 3.5 inches actually is. It doesn't sound like that much, but when you're shoving it into your face. It just kind of feels like it keeps going forever. That's what that does. And so, using the powers of gravity, thank you very much. I guess it should go without saying that no one here should ever try that at home. Under no circumstances should you ever do that. Okay. Sorry for grossing you out. I'm not really sorry for grossing you out. We have now reached the end of the freak show. And we have moved officially on to Act 3, which is the audience volunteer extravaganza. Do we have one of those? We have one. Sorry, there was a pre-screening process called Ricky Wandered Out earlier. Great. We have an audience volunteer. Your name is? Jaleesa? Nice to meet you. That's never happened before. Great. So, Jaleesa, you have seen us juggle, and you have seen us do dangerous things, but we just really haven't got the audience involved enough. And so what we are going to do is attempt to juggle around you. Do you think we can do that?
Yes.
Yes, they think we can do it. They are very confident. You seem less confident. You'll be totally fine. Here's what's going to happen. In order to make this safe, there are 3 rules that you need to know. Rule number 1, do not move forward or you will get hit in the head with a club. Rule number 2, do not move backwards or you will get hit in the head with a club. And rule number 3, safety first. Which actually, it turns out, probably be rule number 1. Well, whatever. You look amazing in that bright orange. Yeah, it's a color that brings out your eyes. Yes. Okay, so, here's what we're going to do. On the count of 3, Mooch and Jeremy are going to juggle around you, and you are not going to move. Here we go. Count of 3. 1, 2, wait, hang on a minute. I have an even better idea. Don't you think it would be so cool if they were already juggling and I had to push you into the pattern while it was already going? I thought so too. Now you're going to be totally safe. Just walk with me. Don't resist. Stop trying to go backwards. What did I tell you about moving backwards? Okay, ready? Ready? Look both ways. Now stay right here. Remember the rules. Don't move forward. Don't move backward. In fact, don't move at all. I'm out of here. Do not move. Now you've got the crossing argument going. You can actually think of this as if you're standing in the middle of a street ignoring any sound of destruction. As if you're standing in the middle of a street with cars going past on either side. It goes car, 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 car. But this one is more like rush hour. This goes car, 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 car. Chevy, Honda, Mitsubishi, whoa! But don't move because we are really not done with you yet. This one, and in fact, I take this off for a second. This one is called standing in the middle of an intersection. Ready?
Car, Chevy, Buick, hybrid. And here's New York City.
Thank you so much for coming along. But you've been such a good sport, we would like to make you a part of our grand spectacular finale. Yes, we would. Now don't worry, it's very simple. And by simple, I mean it is so complicated that we actually need to draw it out so that you and you can know what's going on. So come stand over here so you can see. Yes, indeed. Here we go. Here's what's going to happen. You are going to be standing right here, holding the knives. Be careful. Okay. Then, Mooch is going to tumble along the ground, and I'm going to leap gracefully around him. And then Jeremy will tumble along the ground, and I will leap just as gracefully over him. I will then jump into Ricky's hands, who will throw me into a big, towering backflip. I will land over here, grab the... where I will grab the knives from you and launch into our final tableau. I will be standing on top of Jeremy, juggling knives, while Mooch and Ricky are on either side, juggling clubs around us, and you are standing over here looking amazing.
Now, doesn't that sound nice?
You think we can do it? Be careful. Okay. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Towering backflip. Getting the knives. I just realized something. We didn't really make you a part of that finale. You weren't really like in the heart of things. Okay, we're gonna have to try again. We're gonna do another finale. The even better, grand, spectacular, amazing audience volunteer finale. Doesn't that sound better? Yes, this guy likes it. Okay. So, in order to do that, come here. You need one more costume piece, and that is the awesome, amazing, spectacular finale hat. Dun, 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 dun. Just imagine there's awesome, amazing, momentous music going on for this.
You got a lot of hair. It's pretty though.
Right there. She's so not excited about this. Now you're gonna stay just like that. You're gonna not move. And here we go. Are we ready? The last song, Maestro, the grand finale. Not that one.
again, we are a different spin. Many thanks to Liz for getting us out here. But we're not done with the evening. That's the end of our circus show. But we've got an hour of fire entertainment.
You guys have an absolutely amazing programming board that we're able to do something that we have not gotten to do yet with a college, which is we are going to teach you some of the basics of fire spinning. We're going to let you actually spin lit fire toys. We're also going to let many of you touch fire and not get burned. That is something very few people get to do. What we are going to do tonight in our show took us 6 years of training, but we can show you how to do some very basic things and do the beginnings of what will get you to what we do. Does that sound cool? Yeah, it does. Okay, so the most important thing is if you have not signed a waiver, you need to do so now. There are some lovely ladies over here. We're going to be calling out your names so we make sure that you have signed a waiver before we play with you and show you. Yeah, okay. Good crowd. All right. Oh, hey, 3 of them. Plenty to go around. Okay, so let's start it off. Can I have the first couple names, or are we going to do the show? What do you guys want to see? You guys want to see the show first? Yeah. And then play, or do you want to play and then see the show? I'm hearing lots of show calls. Both. Well, we're gonna do both. At once? Wow. I'm not that good. Okay. Feedback's fun. Yes. Okay, so hang tight, guys. We're going to get fueled up. It's very important that you do not go past the line that we have created here. We are going to get fairly close to you in some cases, but please, please, please do not jump at us and try and give us a hug. Yeah, after the show. Yes, hugs to go around. Most importantly, if anything on fire during the show comes near you, don't touch it. We will take care of it, okay? Sometimes it gets a little windy and we have torches flying around and woo! No, not like woo, but more like, oh God! But we'll take care of them. Later, we'll talk to you one-on-one, we'll work and do some teaching so that you can play then, but during the show, hands off the fire, okay? Is that a deal? Whoa, okay, well then maybe we're not doing the show.
Okay.
Deal? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Has anyone here seen fire before?
Yeah.
Of course you have. Who hasn't? Has anyone here seen a fire show before? Oh, wow. What, water fire? Let me guess, is that
Yep.
it? Yeah. No, this is going to be a lot of fun. Are we? Oh, I see. Okay, I'm sorry. Water fire is great, okay, but we're cooler. Sorry. Anyone here been to Burning Man? No? Wow. Damn. You should go. It's out in the desert. It's cool. Oh, sorry. Yes, I should feel. Okay, we're gonna get started in just a minute here. The last thing is, the more you cheer, the more fire you'll see. So have a good time and let us hear it. Okay?
How y'all doing? Girl down.